All right, so we've spent the last 3 episodes riding the Manchester City high, and I have genuinely loved every second of it. But I'm picking up a very different energy from the fan base this morning. The nerves are back, T.O.
Madridismo, yes. The euphoria has a shelf life, and apparently that shelf life is about 72 hours, because Madrid fans have gone from Arbeloa is Zidane reborn to please don't let Atlético embarrass us in our own stadium overnight.
And the thing driving a lot of that anxiety, and I've seen this all over the forums this morning, is the Courtois situation. Fans are asking the same question. Lunin has been brilliant as a deputy, but is the derby the right moment to find out how brilliant?
Okay, so for anyone just tuning in, Courtois is unavailable, Lunin gets the gloves tomorrow night, and the debate in the replies is absolutely wild. One fan wrote, "Lunin saved us against City in the first leg, I trust him with my life." Another one literally replied, "That was City. This is Atlético. Completely different animal."
And that second fan has a point worth taking seriously. The pressure of a Madrid derby at the Bernabeu, with Atlético fighting for the title, that is a different psychological weight entirely. But here's my counter. Lunin is not some nervous rookie. He's been at this club for years. He knows the environment.
He does. And Marca are calling him the best backup goalkeeper in the world right now, which, honestly, I'm not going to argue. The man is class. But fans are right to feel the tension because Courtois against Atlético has historically been a wall. He has this almost personal vendetta energy in derbies.
Lunin can't replicate Courtois' aura. Nobody can. But what he can do is be technically excellent and read the game well. And that's what fans need to calm down and remember. The anxiety is understandable, but it's slightly irrational.
Slightly irrational is Madrid fans' natural state, Maria. Vamos, let's be honest. But okay, moving on, because there is something genuinely joyful happening in the fan base right now, and it involves a certain Turkish magician.
Arda Güler. And I have to say, the energy around him this week has shifted. Fans aren't just excited about him anymore. They're starting to sound almost protective, like he's their guy, and they don't want anyone touching him.
He did an interview where he talked about his goal against Elche, that absolutely outrageous half volley from beyond the halfway line, and he said, "Before matches, I think about these situations." Tio, he thinks about scoring from 50 meters. He manifests it. I cannot.
And the fan reaction to that quote has been something else. Someone on Twitter wrote, "This kid doesn't have imposter syndrome. He was born for this." Which is funny, because 6 months ago, the same fan base was debating whether he deserved minutes.
Que barbaridad. The fickle mob strikes again, but in a positive direction this time. And look, the question I keep seeing is whether Arda starts tomorrow against Atlético or comes off the bench, because Arbeloa has options, and the derby is tactically a very different beast from a City game.
It's a legitimate tactical debate. Against Atlético, you expect more of a battle in midfield, more physical intensity. Arda's quality is undeniable, but where exactly he fits in a derby lineup? Starter, impact sub, that's the conversation worth having.
And the fans are split on it, genuinely split. Half the replies are, Arda must start, he's our most creative player right now. The other half are, trust the system, use him when Atlético are tired in the second half. Both sides making reasonable arguments, which is frankly unusual.
Unusually reasonable. Mark the date. Okay, there is another story getting attention today, and it's a fun one. Franco Mastantuono has been called up to the Argentina senior squad. Scaloni expanded his list, and our boy is on it.
The fan reaction to this has been, and I mean this, genuinely wholesome. People are just happy for him. One fan wrote, "He hasn't even played 30 minutes for us yet, and he's already going to be a World Cup winner." Dramatic? Yes. Accurate? Possibly.
The Argentina call-up is significant context for where the club sees him going. This isn't a player they're developing quietly in the background. Mastantuono is being fast-tracked at every level, club and country. That tells you something about the belief in him.
And Madrid fans are lapping it up. After all the Endrick frustration, and look, Endrick is out on loan at Lyon now. That situation has its own complicated feelings. Having a young number that everyone is excited about feels genuinely refreshing.
The Endrick comparison is inevitable and slightly unfair to both players. But yes, the fanbase's relationship with young attackers has been complicated. Mastantuono feels different because the hype around him has been more measured, at least so far.
So far, Give it 2 weeks and someone will be writing that he should start in the Champions League quarterfinal. That's just how this works. But okay, I want to end on something I absolutely love. Valverde and Rudiger at the MMA event in Madrid last night.
PFL Madrid at the Palacio Vistalegre, and these two turned up as genuine fans, not as brand ambassadors doing a photo op, as actual hardcore MMA enthusiasts. And the fan reaction has been pure joy.
Someone posted a video of Rudiger reacting to a knockout, and the man looked more animated than he does scoring a goal. Tio, the energy was incredible, and fans are losing their minds over it. This is why they play with that intensity. They're built different.
There is something slightly poetic about the two most physically imposing players in the squad being MMA devotees. It explains a lot, actually. Rudiger pressing Guardiola after a Champions League win, Valverde running 120 meters in extra time. These are MMA brains.
Hala Madrid, and may they bring that same unhinged energy to the Bernabeu tomorrow night against Atlético. Look, the nerves are real, the Lunin question is real, the derby stakes are enormous, but this squad has given us absolutely no reason to stop believing in them.
Tomorrow morning, we'll be back with the full derby preview. Lineups, tactics, the atmosphere, everything you need heading into Sunday night. The match is at 9, so tomorrow's episode is still your pre-match briefing. Don't miss it. Hasta mañana.